Good morning people, I'm Dovlet and today we'll be playing the Gemini Fiasco. So here's the first level. Agent 47 needs to kill Helmut Kruger as a stylist using a pair of scissors. To make it easier, Agent 47 will be starting off at his dressing room with a stylist disguise. When we first get started, the first thing to do is to get the pair of scissors, and conveniently there are a pair of scissors in the dressing room. After grabbing that, I walked out the back to see my target. You might expect some extravagant plan to silently kill him, but the simplest thing to do here is just to kill him right there. And that's exactly what I did. Unfortunately, two guards immediately saw me and they started shooting at me. On the way out, I almost walked right into a guard, but then I reacted in an instant and I evaded him. Running at the speed of a mild jog, Agent 47 was able to exit the mission without any problems. With a rating of 2 stars, we finished the first level. On to level 2, and now we actually have a new challenge where we also need to eliminate Akiko Crewley in close combat while disguising as Helmut Kruger. I sticked with the same mission plan and started the mission. Once again, I grabbed the scissors and then went out the back door. Unfortunately, this time we actually need to do more stuff after we kill Helmut Kruger, so I'm going to do it more silently this time. I waited for his photo shoot to end, and then I followed him to a secluded spot. I checked around to make sure there were no guards, and then I killed him while he was on the phone. Totally inconspicuous. I changed into his clothes, and I dragged his body behind a barrier, hoping no one would find out. Going back into the building, I found my second target. I found her just outside the building, smoking up a storm. There were a couple witnesses around, so I had to take them down first. With no one else around, I lured Akiko Curly around to the corner and stabbed her with a screwdriver. I have to say, she had the best last words I've ever heard.
You're being weird. Fuck you.
After dumping her body, I casually walked out the door and exited the mission. This time around, I finished level 2 with 4 stars. On to level 3, and this time around, the models and Sebastian Sato will see through the Helmut Kruger disguise. Repeating the previous steps, I grabbed the scissors and went out the back door. While waiting for his photo shoot to end, I almost got spotted by Helmut Kruger, but I managed to get away in time. Just like last time, I followed him to a secluded spot and threw the scissors right into his head. Unfortunately, this time around, a guard spotted me and started shooting at me. I quickly killed him with a pistol and changed into the Helmut Kruger disguise and ran away. Somehow I got away with that, and then I moved on to my second target. Just like last time, I tried to knock down all the witnesses before I killed the target. Unfortunately, while dragging a body away to the bin, my target noticed me. I tried to use the gun to silently pacify her, but that did not work. Instead, I punched her in the face and then I snapped her neck. There were now a lot of people trying to shoot at me, so I had to run really quickly. Or maybe just jog very slowly, that works too, I guess. While running towards the exit, there were 2 guards guarding the gate, so I had to shoot them both. Getting into the parking lot, I hid behind a truck and healed up before I exited the mission. That was probably the most intense escape I've ever done, but that was pretty good. We only got a rating of 1 star, but we did kill 3 innocent people, so I guess I understand why. So let's move on to level 4. Apparently this time around there are more security cameras, and if you're recorded by a security camera, we need to delete the evidence within 2 minutes. As usual, I grabbed my scissors and went out the back door. Unfortunately, despite my best attempts, I accidentally walked in front of a camera. So new plan, instead of killing Helmut Kruger, we need to delete the evidence first. I walked down to the basement with 1 minute left. There's a guy patrolling inside the security room, so I have to get him out first. I tried to lure him out, but the door was closed, so he did not respond. I tried to lure him again, this time opening the door first, and this time he responded promptly. With 30 seconds left, I subdued the security guard and changed into his disguise. With 14 seconds remaining, I deleted the evidence. I changed back into the stylist disguise and went back up to find Helmut Kruger. Unfortunately, this time around there's a guard standing right in front of Helmut Kruger, so I can't kill him right here. Eventually, the guard walked away, and I silently killed Helmut Kruger. Changing into his disguise, I then moved on to the second target. Learning from my mistakes, this time I did not drag the bodies over an open area. With perfect execution, I successfully lured all of the witnesses nearby and subdued them. Finally, I killed the target and escaped unnoticed. That was level 4 finished with a perfect score of 5 stars and the badge of Silent Assassin. It's time to do the final level, level 5. This time around, we also need to kill Sebastian Sato with a poison using the disguise of Helmut Kruger. Since we need to kill Sato with a poison, I decided to use the smuggled items and smuggle in a lethal syringe. As usual, I grabbed my scissors from the dressing room. This time around though, instead of killing Helmut Kruger, I first went down to the security room to disable the security footage. On the way, I also grabbed the lethal syringe that I have for Sato. Just like last time, I lured out the security guard and got his disguise. With more than 45 seconds to spare, I disabled the security system. Changing back into the stylist disguise, I went back up to find Helmut Kruger. Just like last time, there was a guard standing right next to Helmut Kruger, so I had to wait for him to leave again. I executed the plan perfectly and killed Helmut Kruger without any problems. Once again, I changed into the Helmut Kruger disguise and moved on to the second target. This time around, the execution was also perfect and no one ever spotted me during the assassination of the second target. Because all of the models all know me, I had to enter the building through the side door. And there he was, Sebastian Sato. Now all I need to do is get him isolated and inject him with the lethal syringe. I first tried to lure him to this corner, but unfortunately he sent his assistant over. A lady almost walked right into me trying to subdue his assistant, but that worked out nicely. Somehow no one saw me subduing the assistant, so I dumped her body into the bin and tried again. Second time is the charm as I finally lured Sebastian Sato onto the corner. With the lethal syringe in hand, I finally injected the lethal poison into Sebastian Sato. Somehow people outside the door noticed me and they started to panic. I thought they would just rush in, so I didn't even bother hiding Sebastian Sato's body. I left through the back door and began walking to the exit in the main entrance. Unfortunately, someone found the body. I assume it was Sebastian Sato's. Finally, very calmly, we walked out of the main entrance and finished the entirety of the Gemini Fiasco. And that is the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please consider liking and subscribing to my channel. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.